And we act like we're surprised, but they did it again after the Arlington run. I mean, Bound, I'll kick this off. Welcome to the Couch, boys. Congratulations on the championship.
Thank you.
Bound, we talked when you put this team together, and you mentioned, was this the greatest team of all time and whatnot? I'm like, you guys haven't even played a series together yet, but with the two runs the two opportunities you've had and the two runs you put together, you are writing one hell of a story.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. To do that twice back-to-back, it's pretty surreal.
Unheard of.
It really is. Honestly, at this point, it's a little bit of a troll question, but are you guys just, is that, you just like that? Do you want to play more Halo?
I do a little bit. Yeah, I do like to play.
It gets you going. It's like it's a challenge at this point. It really is. Honestly, historic runs back to back. I think it's unheard of. I don't think many people would be falling into elimination round 1, going all the way and getting 2 best-of-7s done back to back, and then doing it again in another event, literally repeating. So unbelievable stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Fulmore, I want to ask you a little bit about, you know, the way that this roster was built together and how you saw this working, because I think there were a couple of questions that were posed about, listen, you're taking 4 of the absolute best ever Slayers to ever do it on a stage, putting them together. How is that going to work? Is it going to be too selfish? Is the teamwork going to be there? How's that dynamic working with egos, etc.? But what did you see in this roster for you to really like say, let's do this, guys?
I mean, like, these two are on like a 6-peat, so obviously they know what they're doing. And then me and John, like, we both had the similar style year last year where we both came into this year like hungry as hell to just win again. And like with these two, like, dude, I don't know, man. This is just so fun playing with these guys.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Formal, I got a question for you. Last tournament, obviously, a breath of fresh air. The comments you made about not knowing if you had it anymore after the second place after second place. That weekend, I feel like Renegade was really the MVP for me. And come this tournament, you guys got backs against the wall early on, but it was you as an individual that I think really stepped up and matched the level that John was slaying at from Arlington. You're my MVP of the tournament personally. How did it feel to find your flow state like you did today and be the MVP asset you can be to a championship squad with guys that, I mean, he's MVP of last year, Bounds in the conversation every single time. John's done it before as well. Arlington was a hell of a show, but you finally had that individual performance that I think there should never be a doubt in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was blacked out today. Yesterday, like, I was so mad at myself the way that we lost to Shopify, the game 5. I mean, you can ask them. That's probably the most mad they'll ever see me. I was just enraged at the way I played the game 5. So I just knew come today, like, if we make it this far, like, I'm giving them my all. I'm making sure, like, it's not for nothing. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just proud of what we played as a team the whole night.
It showed, man. Not only do you still have it, you're just unbelievable. Honestly, goated. It's insane to watch every single time. It's just a different level that is hit by all of you guys. Renegade. Hello, mate.
What's up?
I gotta say, you are just unstoppable, aren't you? Every single series, every single map mode, whatever it is, it doesn't matter to you. You are always hitting the exact same level. Your consistency is undeniable. It's incredible. I want to ask you a little bit about that transition and now coming into a team that is just winning absolutely everything. Do you feel like a pressure is lifted, or do you feel like you have a little bit more pressure now to go and win absolutely everything?
I think we have more pressure to win absolutely everything because the way we won the first tournament was, you know, loser bracket round 1. And I was like, you know what, we won it that way. Let's come to this tournament and like try to, you know, win through winners finals, have a dominant event.
Dominant.
Now you said you want it that way again.
I did not want it that way again.
Yeah,
but it happened that way, and I trust in these guys, and we had trust in each other in our game plans, and we knew that if we just fixed everything, that we would win.
100%. You had plan A, didn't work out. Plan B worked perfectly fine. You've done it once again. Legend. Unbelievable. Très bien.
Thank you.
Absolutely unbelievable. I will also say that you performed out of your mind today. The past 2 days have been a little quieter for you. Still phenomenal, but today, you were unbelievable, incredible.
Thank you.
What is it like heading into a championship Sunday with the rest of these teammates who are just incredible as well? But they're lifting you up clearly because today was a different level of Halo Infinite that was met for you.
I mean, I feel like with this team, like, we're able to do like anything we want. Like, even when we're back against the wall, like for example, the game 5 against SSG, like we had them 10 kills, and we had the ice to like come back and win it. So that team is pretty insane, and yeah, like I said, I feel like we can do anything.
Yeah, I feel like I've gassed everybody up other than Legend. And Legend, earlier today, you start the series of the day with Shopify Rebellion. Arguably, you guys are looking at the bracket saying Shopify's here. If we can just get past them, we can beat everybody else that's left in this bracket. But to kick that series off the way you did, specifically, you were the best player in that series by far, and the fights that you were winning were crazy. What was the morning routine like? Like, how did you, like, because it was like 10 a.m. Like, that's early. I know John struggles at that time of the day. I know I would.
What'd you eat for breakfast? Was it candy bar?
No, I ate some Snickers and like.
He always eats the Snickers. He always eats the Snickers.
And I drink a Monster.
And a Monster. And a Monster.
Where's
And a
the
Monster
sponsor?
Energy.
Kill to be young again.
And a Monster Energy.
What the hell?
That's it.
That's crazy.
That
That's
is
crazy. There we go.
insane.
Breakfast of Champions, Monster Energy, and a Snickers bar. You heard it here first, folks. I've got to say, incredible stuff from all of you guys. Congratulations once again. An historic run. I don't think any of us will be forgetting this one anytime soon. But I do want to bring one more very important person to this puzzle in, which is, of course, Coach Lunch.
Jason.
Lunch, get
Who's
on
looking
in
off
here.
like that?
Come on. We're going to bring the prize results up here because you guys have won a whopping 60K, which is not too shabby, to say the least. Bam, would you mind popping your headset over to Coach so I can have a little chat with him, because I want to know everything. Hello, Lunch.
Hello.
Lovely to have you on the sofa. First and foremost, congratulations, GG's. Another one done. Wow. First, I asked the boys about the fashion in which you're winning these tournaments, because it is just insanity. What are you doing to allow them to dig deep, you know, in these series, knowing that you've got a massive journey ahead of you, a ton of Halo Infinite to play, and having to do it again with a bracket reset? You know, what's the game plan for you specifically in how you're helping them in implementing a win?
Well, first of all, I don't like starting in losers bracket round one, but these boys show that it's not a problem. So 2 events in a row for them to do that is insane, and you know, they're just max confidence no matter what. We lose a series, and you know, they just keep their heads up and move on to the next one. So I'm just super proud of them. This is why they built the team, and unfortunately, this is the competition's worst fear, that they win the first 2 events of the year, because you know, they formed this team to do that. So just proud of them.
You might have to have the guys running ladders or whatnot if it happens a 3rd tournament in a row. Some kind of level of punishment to make sure you guys don't drop into the ELM bracket round 1, like it seems to be the theme. But Box, obviously you're a historic player that's gone on whatever runs and whatnot, has many championships. It feels like these guys are catching up to you. What's it like to see the new next age pros, and you have the first-person perspective to be right behind them? These guys are great, but I'm sure your perspective on this is, how good is this team? Bound, I mentioned this when I asked Bound a question earlier, but Bound, when I was talking to him about when this team first formed, he said, is this the greatest team of all time? He asked me that. I go, you guys haven't even played a series yet. As the wins start to amount up, I know we're only at 2, but what's the ceiling for this team?
I mean, this ceiling is limitless. I think they've shown that the first 2 events here. Haven't taken the path that we maybe wanted, but I think these guys might want it. They like playing more games at the tournament, so it's worked out in our favor, and I've got no complaints. I just try to stay out of the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's working. Whatever you guys are doing on and off the sticks, it's incredible. So thank you so much for making history once again. Lads, stay on the sofa while I quickly close out the show, because this was an insane weekend of Halo Infinite. You can see the roadmap. We have so much more left to go. And you heard the lads. They want to win everything back to back to back, and all the way down to Seattle, the Halo World Championships with $1 million on the line. So much for stake, so much left to go in this season, and I cannot wait. Wes, thank you so much. Lads, GG's, congratulations once again. Your dream hack winners, the champions, OpTic Gaming. Folks at home, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I certainly have indeed. We'll catch you on the next one, where we're going to bring plenty more Halo Infinite and plenty more crazy things happening coming your way. So we'll see you in the next one.